Hey everyone, so I'm here to kind of finish my best of beauty of 2010. I already uploaded my best beauty buys of 2010, which were products that I bought for myself, and I wanted to break the video up into two, and this video is going to consist of my best beauty finds, which means products that were either gifted to me or sent to me via a company, or I received through work, or you know, whatever. So I'll just jump ahead and go ahead and show you what I have. So the first product, it's the Allure Moroccan Argan Oil. Organic Moroccan Argan Oil. So it's, you know, a lot of you have heard of the Moroccan Argan Oil. It's just this really, really rich, beautiful oil. It's really fluid. It's not as, you know, thick and gloopy as some other oils. And you can use it on your hair or your face, and it's just like a wonder product. I've done, I did a giveaway with one of these, and I also did a review on it yonks ago when I got it. But it's just absolutely amazing. I use this on my skin most nights, and some nights I alternate between this and bio oil. It's just amazing for when your skin gets a bit dry or dehydrated, especially during the winter. The reason I alternate is because I'm, you know, this is running out, but this is just a fantastic product, and yeah, I highly recommend it. And the bio oil as well, actually, but I'm not really going to add that into this because it's kind of new to me and I bought it. But I'll link to this below anyhow, if anyone is interested in getting it. So that's my first beauty kind of find of 2010. Then the next product that I have used to death this year, and it's my Painterly Paint Pot by MAC. It's an acrylic based, this is a new one again, but it's an acrylic based cream eyeshadow. They come in loads of different colours. Like I have Rubenesque and Constructivist and the black one. I have a few of them, but this is just the one that I always wear. It's pretty much my skin colour almost, a little bit off, but it just evens out any uneven like discoloration on your eyelids, and it just grabs onto colour so well and allows you to get a really nice even coverage of eyeshadow. But also I also just use it by itself, and yeah, so this is something I go through quite easily. I use it on all my clients and customers as well. So that's the Painterly Paint Pot. These cost, I don't know, around 19 or so in Ireland. I'm not sure, but it like a little goes a long way, so I think it's well worth it. So the third, I might as well show the next MAC product. This is the oh no, there's one more after this. But this was a Pigment that came out, I think it was the Venomous Villains, because I've only had it like for a month or two, and it's just a really dark kind of brown. It looks just brown, but it's actually like, it's got a burgundy, or yeah, I'm just going to call it brown, like a taupe brown. I was going to say it kind of has a burgundy under like tone, but I'm not really sure. It's just a really beautiful dark colour, but it's just gorgeous for darkening in the crease. It goes on so smooth. I wouldn't say it's fully matte, it's like semi-matte. I'll try and swatch it for you actually. But it has a tiny bit of sparkle in it, and I prefer sometimes when like pigments and stuff are matte with sparkle rather than being full on shimmery. So that's it there. I know it kind of might look a bit dull, but it's more about how well it just goes on the eye and how well it blends and stuff. So it's just a really, really nice pigment, and I really love it. So if I wasn't using this, kind of my favourite eyeshadow for the same reason, for, you know, darkening of my crease at the moment, is Sketch. I don't have it on hand to show you, but it's just a really beautiful darkened like burgundy purple colour, like a really dark beautiful colour, kind of similar enough to this. I have it on just to darken up my crease today. So brilliant products, I love them. So that's my third. Then the fourth product is, again, just the MAC one to get it out of the way. It's the ProLongWear Concealer by MAC. It's their newest concealer. Their foundation is amazing as well. Well, it's pretty good. Like, this obviously isn't my colour, but I just couldn't find it. So it's it just comes in a little pump bottle like this. Now there are a couple of down like sides to it. This is glass, so if it falls it can break easily. That's the main thing actually. Oh yeah, and it can be a bit sticky, so if you do have your foundation and your concealer on already and you haven't powdered, and if there is any fallout, that fallout is sure as hell going to stick to this. But that's also what makes it good, in that it kind of forms a film and it just lasts all day. And what I love about it is that you do not have to powder over it. It sets itself, and it's brilliant for under the eye area. So I think the ProLongWear concealer in Ireland costs €18, and then the foundation is like 33, but just really, really nice products. They hold up pretty well. They up to 15 hours. They last up to 15 hours long in length, and that actually does. I've worn them all day. Like, you know, sometimes I might be wearing my makeup for like 12 hours in the day, if I have an early start and gone on late, and it holds up really, really well. So I'm very impressed. It's probably one of the most impressive MAC foundations for me, and concealer. Okay, so my next best find is a brand. So I'm not gonna show you everything I have of theirs, and I'm not also gonna just say it's any one thing. It's just as a brand in general, I'm really impressed by them, and I would have heard of them before, but I've never tried them before. So it's EyesLipsFace, or E.L.F. I have been using some of their products recently in videos because I got a batch of stuff sent to me and I love it. So these are my nail polishes. This is this guy here, which is called Passion Pink, for people who were asking, because I've been wearing it in the last few videos. And then this one is Metal Madness. So it's a gorgeous kind of gunmetal with rainbow glitter in it, and they last really well. I also have, you know, the minty lip gloss, which is, I love the smell of it and the taste of it. I'm using this palette that they sent me to death. Now, the thing that gets me about this brand is that they're very inexpensive and good for what you pay for. So, like, quality wouldn't be as amazing as some other stuff, in that, like, the colour payoff of these is brilliant. This is the 32 colour palette, sorry. The colour payoff is brilliant on most of them, but like there's a lot of fallout and they're quite powdery in the palette and stuff like that. But considering you pay about like less than a tenner or whatever for this, it's just well worth it, especially if you're trying to build up your collection and you don't have a huge amount of money. They're just a great brand to go for. And the Mist and Set mixing or makeup spray, been using that lately. I will be doing a blog post, or maybe even a video on this at some stage, but just a really, really nice brand. So that's E.L.F. or EyesLipsFace. The next thing is also a brand which I had kind of heard of before, but I did a swap with Heather of Socolum79, and she sent me some Wet n Wild products. So these are two of the blushers from the Colour Icon collection. So this is it on the front? Oh yeah, Pearlescent Pink and Heather Silk. So they're gorgeous blushers, and it's mainly the eyeshadows that I'm in love with. So this is one of the kind of greeny ones. This is Envy, and this is Kitten, and also the Colour Icon palette. This is the Lust palette. And the colour payoff is just amazing. As from what I can tell, they're quite inexpensive, but I'm just very, very impressed by the quality of the eyeshadows, again, because apparently they're quite inexpensive. And not just because of the price, but they are nice eyeshadows. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm going to go on to number 7, and that's the Brush Guard. So this has been going around, you know, YouTube like a virus. I know everyone probably has heard of them. So it's from like brushguard.com, I believe, and they're these little plasticky kind of sleeves, so it's like a tube, and you just put it over your, I'll show you here, you just put it over your brush while you're drying it, and it retains the shape. You can get the original shape from it, but it's also like you can put them into like a cup or whatever while it's drying, and you can dry it upside down, which is brilliant for the brush because it means none of the moisture gets up the ferrule. And I love it especially for like my kabuki brush, because these are notoriously like painful to dry because they're so thick. So it's great for something like this. And it was my friend from YouTube, Laura, and she sent me this. So thanks a million for those, Laura. I absolutely adore it. I'm going to be buying a few more packs myself, and I know loads of the girls in work want them now. So they're going to go down great. So they're brilliant, and they're quite inexpensive as far as I know. Then the next favourite find, yeah, is my Allyn professional brushes, and they actually belong to my friend Orla, who has started up her own makeup company. I've yet to make a video on it, I promise, but we're just going to hold out for a little while until she has everything, you know, 100% up and running. And she had sent me a load of these brushes kind of to test, because Orla's a makeup artist herself. I have worked with her in the past. She's a good friend of mine, and she just wanted to make sure that everything is perfect before she sells them as her own brand. So she sent me a load of brushes, or she gave me a load of brushes, you know, to test out and to test run and just to make sure they work well. And I use some of them to death. I just love them. So this one you'll have seen me using a lot. Now she hasn't really named or numbered them or anything like that yet. Like I said, this will all be a work in progress, but this is just a really fine, like, you wouldn't call it a pen, it's like in between a pencil brush and a blending brush. So soft. I use it so much for underneath the eye, for doing like detailed crease work for the inner corner. It's just a beautiful brush. I also use this one loads. It's a fluffier blending brush, but it's still tapered, so it's absolutely gorgeous. Then she has this one, which is pretty much a dupe for the 217. Now, I can't guarantee that all of these will be available because it depends on, you know, which one she decides to go with in the end, but most of these will be available once it gets going. This is her just regular like kind of a dupe for the MAC 239, just a really nice shader brush. I have this kind of angled shader brush that she sent, then this really cool angled hoof brush, and that kabuki brush actually that I showed you in here, that's hers as well. But like I said, I will let you know more about what she is going to be actually selling and all that. So I just love her brushes, and I'm excited for her to get up and running now this year when she finally does. Yeah, so that's all I'm going to say about that. Then number 9. Oh yeah, okay, so the reason this is number 9, and it's the best beauty find rather than buy because I haven't bought it, it's a Mercier foundation, and it's the Luminous coverage, which is like their full coverage liquidy creamy foundation, and I have sample of it. Mercier are kind of expensive, and I've been on you know, a mission to really nail my perfect foundation, which I'm on constantly anyhow. So I went and I got a few samples off the girl on the counter. So she gave me the moisturising sample, which was too moisturising and too just not really enough enough coverage or anything like that. Then the oil free, which was beautiful coverage, beautiful colour, but it's really sticky and it's so hard to blend, and it's just a really weird consistency. So I was really disappointed with that. But what I absolutely love is this Luminous coverage one. So it's a shame now I can't show you the packaging or anything that it comes in, but you could just Google it and see. But it costs €48 in Ireland, which I think is excessively expensive for a foundation, especially since the actual bottle didn't look, or the, you know, the container didn't look that massive. But oh, it just goes on lovely. The colour, when I first put it on, it looks a little bit pale. It looks like it washes me out, but once it settles into my skin and kind of oxidizes, I'm not wearing any foundation at the moment, so just ignore my face. But once it settles into once it settles into the skin and kind of oxidizes, and yeah, just after a few minutes, it just seems to turn just lovely and perfect, and the color just kind of blends in with my neck then. I kind of have to equal my face and my neck out, like I've said a gazillion times before, because my face is a bit darker than my neck. So this like goes on a bit light first, and it just seems to settle in and kind of match perfectly. So it's just a really, really nice foundation, and it lasts for so long. Gives really good coverage. It does conceal pretty well. I still will always put a little bit of concealer down the middle of my nose. Doesn't matter what foundation I'm wearing, whether it's like max full coverage or whatever, because that's where my most visible freckles are, and it just always kind of makes my face look a bit uneven. So yeah, I still put it over this regardless, but I just adore this foundation. So I think I will have to bite the bullet eventually and buy the full thing, but we'll see anyhow. So I better get on to the last thing before this video turns into like an hour long. The last thing, I wasn't gonna put this in the video, but I decided I will, because I couldn't really think of anything I really wanted to show, and it's because I kind of paid for this. Well, not kind of, I did pay for this, but it's a brilliant product. So it's my Tweezerman hair cutting scissors. I mean, my hair cut is changing constantly, as you probably know. Every time you probably look at a video of mine, my hair is different. So it's just something I do. I always get bored of my hair and I let it grow out a bit, or trim it, or do something different. And I tend to trim my hair a lot because, you know, I'll see something that I need to get rid of, or like, I don't mean I give myself full on haircuts, but I will like trim my fringe, or trim off like dry ends, or you know, those bits of hair I had to even out, I suppose, the last day, because I still had some of the bleach left underneath this. And I had been using like nail scissors at one stage, and then I was using like my kitchen scissors, and you can just see it doesn't cut well. It just, you have to kind of go at it, and I felt like I was butchering my hair. So I decided I'd go in and spend €26 on my Tweezerman cutting scissors, and they're amazing. Like, so obviously be careful with these if you did get them, but they're just brilliant. And the reason I love Tweezerman is they're tweezers. I have a couple of their tweezers. I've had them for absolutely years, and they are just the best ones ever. But also Tweezerman do free sharpening, you know, so you don't really have to repurchase. I have one of those tweezers for myself and one for my kit, that's why I have two. But then they have a lifetime guarantee, so it's well worth the money, I think, anyhow. And this is just a brilliant scissors. So yeah, that's my best beauty finds of 2010. So I hope this was in some way enjoyable. So thanks a million for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you really soon. Bye!